All right, so we're bringing it back with the cheap headphone era, you know, the one with the small earbuds and it has that little rectangular box to be used as a microphone. Yeah, I bought these headphones because I left my headphones at my mom's car before I decided to stay at my grandma's because I have an appointment to go to. So my therapist and my psychiatrist, and usually I would stay away from that kind of stuff in videos, but it's more of me to keep it real with you all than not let you know what's happening behind the scenes. So it is currently 4:20 in the morning. It's kind of funny because I was meant to say 4:15, but I messed up 5 minutes ago with every single take. Now it's 4:20 in the morning. I woke up at 3:13 thinking it was 5 o'clock in the morning because I have to go to my appointment. Now, my original video was going to be talking about Gamescom, okay? But my plans were subsided with the hack of Furfinity that I talked about earlier. So instead, let's make a video talking about Phil Spencer putting Indiana Jones and the Great Circle to the PlayStation. Now, mind you, okay, nobody was expecting this, okay? This was the final game in the show. And I'm not gonna lie, Jeff, all right? You were cooking with the amount of announcements. I mean, I would say that, but the developers were cooking. But you were the host with the amount of introductions and introducing the people to these projects, and I like that. So when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was on Gamescom, okay, of course, we all thought it was going to be on Xbox and PC, specifically Microsoft, right? But then they said, I have another trailer. I'm just like, what? What is this, like DLC? Deluxe Edition? Collector's Edition? No. And then I'm just like, nah, there's no way. And yes, it did happen. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is coming to PS5, PlayStation 5 in spring of next year. Now, right off the rip, okay, I was confused. I was like, no freaking way. Like, there's no way. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on the PlayStation, because we all thought it's gonna stay on the Xbox. Because Phil Spencer said that when it was interviewed at the Xbox podcast in front of Sarah Bond and Matt Booty interviewed, all right? Being interviewed about this business update that they're talking about, okay? This is a major Xbox exclusive. When I say major, I'm talking about a big deal, okay? When Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was announced to be on Xbox only, I was like, all right, that's fair, because we got Uncharted 4. Car just passed by. We got Uncharted, the whole series, all right? We got Tomb Raider, okay? And I was like, you know what? That's fair. All right, I feel like y'all should get your own version of that, so that's fine. But nah, it's on the PlayStation, and not only am I like shocked, but I'm also confused because normally I would have to come into terms of it. I was like, you know what, y'all keep that, you got that. All right, you got Starfield, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, you got that. But now it's on PlayStation. Now I'm trying to grab my head around what's the plan. All right, Phil Spencer, quote unquote. Now I'm just like, you know what? I mean, sure, we'll take it, but I'm trying to, what's the word? Fathom, like take in terms of this decision. Now, there is a clip that IGN did post when Phil Spencer was asked and interviewed about the change of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming to PlayStation. And I guess he gives his own way of answering it in the most subsided way possible.
We also saw the news about PlayStation as well, which is really cool. I'm really interested in that. So I want to know how this connects back to Xbox's perspective on how and when this approach happens to other titles.
I mean, I'll start just saying Machine Games is doing such a nice job with that game. I thought it showed really well. And that's the most important thing is quality of the games, teams that are getting support that can go build the game. And it was just nice. The long gameplay segment that they had, I thought was fantastic. Going to the PlayStation announcement, obviously last spring, we launched 4 games, 2 of them on the Switch, 4 of them on PlayStation, and we said we're going to learn. We said we'd watch. I think at Showcase, I might have said from our learning, we're going to do more. What I see when I look is our franchises are getting stronger. Our Xbox console players are as high this year as they've ever been.
Amazing.
So I look at it and I say, okay, our player numbers are going up for the console platform. Our franchises are as strong as they've ever been. And we run a business. Like, it's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is high for us in terms of the delivery that we have to give back to the company, because we get a level of support from the company that's just amazing in what we're able to go do. So I look at this, how can we make our games as strong as possible? Our platform continues to grow, both on console, on PC, and on cloud. And I think it's just going to be a strategy that works for us. And the last thing I'll probably say is I think as an industry right now, there's a lot of pressure on the industry. It's been growing for a long time, and now people are looking for ways to grow. And I think that us as fans, as players of games, we just have to anticipate there's going to be more change in how some of the traditional ways that games were built and distributed. That's going to change. That's going to change for all of us. But the end result has to be better games that more people can play. If we're not focused on that, I think we're focused on the wrong things. So for us as Xbox, health of Xbox, health of our platform, and our growing games, most important things.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Lovely. Now back to the booth.
I mean, I guess we'll take it as an answer. Also, this is me 11 hours ago. All right, well, that section I just recorded was 4 o'clock in the morning. It's currently 3:50 p.m. I mean, I'll take the response. It's pretty, I guess, a little descriptive of how he wants to interpret this strategy he said, quote unquote, during this interview. And I guess we do have a chance for, of course, you guys know I was going to say this, for Ori to go on the PlayStation. And even though it's August, we still have September, October, November, and of course December left of this year. So I don't know if it's going to be announced this year or next year, but I'm very confident that it is going to be this year. Again, I don't know what month is it going to be. It could be this month, next month, the month after that, November, December, or next year. But again, that depends on when the announcement trailer is going to be released. My friends did say that Moon Studios is probably working on a PlayStation port in the midst of them working on No Rest for the Wicked. But as far as I know, since there are beta testings on Steam, I'm assuming that they're working on the PlayStation port for Ori. On top of that, with the business update that Xbox did talk about with Phil Spencer, Sarbot, and Matt Booty. With, on top of that, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle being ported to the PlayStation. So I guess there could be a chance that Ori's going to be on the PlayStation, or some other ones like Party Animals, and maybe Microsoft Flight Simulator. Again, I randomly throw that in there because there was some speculation and rumors, articles also being made about that. But like I said, we're going to have to wait and see if we're going to be getting an announcement trailer or a console port trailer later this month or this year. So we're going to have to wait and see how it goes. So with all that said, that's all I got to say for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. This is Wolf.Gray. Peace. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps is coming to the PlayStation. Hopefully, Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps gets ported to the PlayStation. That there's still a chance for Ori to be ported to the PlayStation. And hopefully Ori goes to the PlayStation. Here's to Ori going to the PlayStation. Of my dedication of Ori going to the PlayStation. I'm still waiting for the port of Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Ori 3 is gonna happen. And maybe there's some possibility for Ori to be on the PlayStation. I still have hopes for that. Of my hopes of Ori going to the PlayStation. I'll admit, I did sounded pretty crazy when I said I still have hope for Ori going to the PlayStation, which I still stand by it. My hopes of Ori going to the PlayStation. Me hoping that Ori goes to the PlayStation. Me hoping for Ori going to the PlayStation. My hopes of Ori going to the PlayStation. Ori to the PlayStation. Phil Spencer, thank you. And I'm waiting for that port for both Ori 1 and Ori 2. And when that does, the PlayStation community can revive the Ori series and not only make that a benefit for the game, but also widen the reputation of Moon Studios that created this masterpiece.